Welcome to the Numerology and Astrology for November 11th, 2021. Thank you for joining me. My name is Suzanne Wagner, and I do a daily numerology and astrology blog, plus sometimes quotes and different fun things in here. So, thank you for joining. Here we go. Let's do the numerology for November 11th, 2021. If you add all those numbers together, you get the number 9. The number 9 is a number of completion. And number 9 is a number of empathy and intuition and mysticism and magic. And this number 9 kind of today, I feel, requests our deepest empathy and compassion to be expressed to those that need our help the most. We must learn to be aware of those suffering and respond to those that we can positively impact. In today's world, kindness goes a long way. While we cannot do everything and fix all the problems in the world, we can make a small difference for those souls that are struggling in our immediate environment. Without compassion in this world, it would be a very much worse place to be. It is those soft-hearted souls that cannot bear to watch and do nothing that are the saviors and the beacons of hope that give something back and give energy to those in desperation to strive for another day. Each day, we can be such a person. While it takes effort and consistency, once one gets into a rhythm, there are many rewards that come from a caring soul and a helping hand. Little things can make a big difference, small moments in time that can add and change the karmic load that we carry. And sometimes it is as easy as just following those promptings of that compassionate heart within our chest. The astrology today. The sky was so beautiful last night as I sat in the hot tub. The silver of the moon was lining up with Jupiter, Saturn, and Venus. Each night they are getting closer together. It is lovely to behold. When we watch the stars, I cannot help but think of all the ancient people who sat around a fire and talked about those same lights in the night sky and wondered about the magic and the mystery of their existence. Let's start that we are on the sliver of a moon. It is a first quarter moon. It is in Aquarius and the sun is in Scorpio making a square. There is a feeling that we need to change and somehow act. The tension of a square is just enough to make us uncomfortable. That can help us make a shift towards that apparent obstacle in our way. Mercury and Chiron quincux, and it can make conversations difficult, frustrating, filled with misunderstandings, and reactive. At least the Aquarian moon tries to help us through the process by shaping our intelligence into looking for unconventional and as a permanent solution. Try connecting with community in ways that cause us to feel as if we belong. Small steps can be helpful and can show us how to cope in this crazy moment in history. My quote for today: there is a mystery that links time and space. There is a randomness that flows through. That randomness can split and divide sequences, magic, time, and mind. But what calls that mystery to be and flow? That is the grace of the feminine that knows. She knows that choice is an element beyond control. While sometimes it can be predicted and anticipated, it will always arise when one least expects it. There are zones and dimensions that love to define and align. There are zones that love to embrace what will surprise and rearrange. All exist sometimes and overlap in certain places, and we live in one of those realities here on Earth. My blog for today. There have been many times that I have looked up into the sky and wondered at the speed at which so much passes by. I marvel at how athletes can do miraculous things they do when they are moving through space and spinning with the Earth too. I wonder at what it took for life to begin here on Earth and how patient was the being weaving so many facets together, such as oxygen, gravity, plants, root systems, bodies, circulatory systems, and transference of light into energy. I know that not all wonder at such things, but when one does wonder, it awakens places within that see this world and its uniqueness as a wonder and something very precious. Do I believe that there are other planets and other solar systems and galaxies out there that can support their own version of life? Absolutely yes. And that does not stop me from seeing the magnificence of this one or make me not want to protect this world from the souls that have for so long used and abused it. What is clear is that it is us that need to change. And I know that millions of years of human survival history is hard to shift. Such bad habits were brought about by our ancestors desperate to survive in a world filled with challenges that were designed to test us to help us think through a problem and manifest solutions. While that latter part is doing quite well, we have a doorway that is presenting that shows us humanity does not have to live in abject poverty. There is enough money for everyone. There is enough food if we all learn to share. If we do not need all the stuff that we think our egos need to acquire to feel validated. I look at my house and my life and I see that I do not need more things. I have what I need to survive and thrive. If something breaks, I can get another one, but I do not need a new thing just to do an activity. My choices now are about efficiency, energy saving techniques, and healthy options. Everything else is just a distraction of my ego to find my value in objects. But none of us will ever feel fulfilled if we allow our ego to move from that place. We have a great value in just being. We have value in what we can give and help others with. We have value in bringing more beauty, love, and kindness into the world. And once we see that as enough, this world will evolve and change. Thanks, everyone.